Hi, my name is Janelle James, and I feel excited about being Conan O'Brien's friend.
Well,
I heard he has
that's
a
nice.
lot of money.
You know, I did, and I invested it badly.
Oh.
Yeah. It was.
Can I redo my... No, I'm joking.
Welcome to Conan O'Brien Needs a Friend. I'm coming in with a lot of energy. I've been away for a little bit.
Yeah.
I was in Boston, my old hometown of Brookline, Mass.
Oh, how was that?
It was great. Got to see, a bunch of my peeps, my old gang that I used to run with.
What were you guys called?
Okay.
What's that?
What was your gang called?
Oh, it was a pretty tough gang. We wore Lacoste shirts.
Whoa.
We studied hard for our PSATs. Yeah, we were the PSAT gang.
Oh, cool.
Yeah.
That's tight.
Cool.
Yeah.
So scary.
Yeah, it was really scary.
Yeah.
We used to run around. Sometimes we'd just maladjust someone's cap on their head without their permission.
No way.
Yeah.
Did you have a
we'd give it a
nickname?
little twist. What's that?
Did you have a nickname in the gang?
Mine?
Yeah.
I guess. I don't want to talk about it. It's
Okay.
a little,
Little bones.
It's
Bones,
a past
corn
life.
bones.
You don't want to go back to that.
They used to call me Colonel Baum.
Colonel Baum.
Yeah, he was a Revolutionary War general, and he was a German.
Is this what the gang was like? Because
Everyone had to be named after a different Revolutionary War general. He was a German who was sent to fight on behalf of the British, and he was ambushed, I think, up in New Hampshire.
so you guys would rumble and you would come to victory by boring people? Is
Yeah,
that-
pretty much. But I was Colonel Baum, and you just had different people who were different members of the British fighting forces.
It's cool.
It's
That's so cool.
the coolest gang.
Yeah, sexy
Yeah.
too. A little sexy.
So
huh?
hot.
Yeah. It's
If
really,
anyone got laid, they were kicked out of the gang. That's the number one rule. We
and yet no one did.
we lost one good guy that way.
Oh, really?
Yeah, and he just came looking at a woman on screen. But that counted. Any orgasm of any kind meant you were out of the gang.
Even on your own?
Yeah, but you know what? Colonel Baum here,
Still in the gang.
still in the gang to this day.
Wow.
Yeah, still
my
in the
God.
gang.
Wow.
There have been a couple of times where I've seen an ad for Coco and an attractive woman is serving it.
Yeah.
And I'm like, restrain oneself.
It's just you and all these 15-year-olds.
Yeah.
The new hires.
Yeah. Anyway, no, it was good to get back there. And I have to say, wandering around Newbury Street in Boston, I ran into so many people who listened to the podcast who all said, hey, tell Matt, tell Sona I said hi.
Oh, that's nice.
They said it in those accents, but still the message came across. And I heard a great phrase, which is Newbury Street. You remember Newbury Street. It's where all the shops are in
I
downtown
love that
Boston.
area.
And I heard a great phrase, and I attribute this to the singer from the Mighty Mighty Bosstones, Dickie Barrett, announcer for Kimmel for many, many years.
Wow.
He saw, someone took a footage of me walking down Newbury Street while I was there and put it up. And people in Boston were seeing it and saying, hey, I saw you on Newbury Street. And Dickie Barrett told my brother Luke, he was like, damn, I just saw this footage of Conan, and kind of in the vein of why can't they leave him alone,
Yeah.
And he said, guy can't even shoot the noob in peace. And I was like, shoot the noob, walk down Newbury Street is shoot the noob.
Oh, that's
Wow.
cool.
And I thought that is the coolest phrase. And just to shout out to Boston, next time, maybe this is something they all say. I didn't know that.
Shoot the noob.
But I doffed my cap to Dickie Barrett, who said, shoot the noob. Conan can't even shoot the noob without people giving him a hard time.
Do you say it now?
I say it all the
Do
time.
you ever shoot the larch?
Here on Larchmont?
No.
You can't. You can't. No, you can't.
It's not the same.
Yeah. You can, it's not the same. But shoot the noob.
Demont?
So Liza joined me on the trip, and I started saying maybe every 20 minutes the way I do.
Oh, no.
Hey, Liza,
Poor
you want
Liza.
to shoot the noob? Hey, Liza, we're shooting the noob.
Poor
Hey, let's go
Liza.
shoot the noob, and maybe I'll find an orthotic insert.
Oh, you're awful.
I'm awful. And she got to a point where she's like, just no more shoot the noob for a while. But I love shoot the noob. So if you're in Boston or you're going to visit Boston, I want to do a public service announcement for the city that says, hey, when you're in Boston, shoot the noob.
Hey. You
know?
just did it, I think. They're going to just clip that out and like use it for tourism.
Not without my permission.
Oh.
And the cost, $15 million.
Whoa.
Oh, wow.
Yeah.
I'll do it.
Yeah.
No.
Shoot the noob. Boston. Oh, this is my Boston. Hey, Boston, shoot the noob.
Hey, what? That's your Boston. Shoot the noob.
Shoot the wicked noob. Hey.
Wicked pissa.
Yeah, I don't know. I don't know how to do Boston.
No, you did it. That's the whole. It's the attitude.
Shoot the wicked noob.
What are you doing? What are you doing?
Shoot the wicked noob. Hey, I'm from Boston.
Hey, isn't it? No one goes, hey.
It's a pretty good Gilbert Gottfried impression.
Yeah.
Go Sox.
Go shoot the
Go
noob
to
and then say Affleck.
Affleck. Go, let's go to Fenway Park and shoot the noob.
I want to get that. Maybe it's a thing they all say, but I love it. We got to think of something for Larchmont, but nothing noob. Nothing's gonna
Larch.
larch?
Let's larch it up.
no.
Go larch.
March
Let's
the Larch.
March the larch.
March.
Is dorky.
March the Larch.
Yeah.
No.
Okay. No, he just went for that, and then you said it was dorky.
You don't march. I think anything with march, I think, sounds a little dorky.
Yeah, and a little fascist.
Oh, yeah, that's true.
We must march on the larch.
Yeah.
I don't like it.
Okay.
What about lope? Lope the larch?
What do you mean lope the larch?
Lope?
Yeah,
I
like
mean,
lope. You know, like the word lope, loping.
Oh,
you know what I
boy.
love?
Oh,
you,
no.
you know what I
I'm with
love?
you.
You know
I'm
what my
with you.
favorite Blake
rough.
quality is?
This is
Yeah.
When
rough.
you choose to seize the mic. That's my favorite quality of yours. You lurch forward and you seize the mic as if you just cracked E = MC squared.
Lurch the larch.
Oh.
Oh,
That's
No,
good.
stretch your arch on the larch, you know?
Yeah,
Hey!
wait, that you go for
Stretch
that?
your arch on the larch.
That's not. That's,
Arch it on the larch.
that's like a public service announcement.
Guys, all I
Yeah.
know is that when I was in Boston, you know what I did? Ask me what I did.
What'd you do?
Nah, you can't do it that way. You can't say shop the noob. No, it doesn't work.
Hey, what are you going to do tonight?
Shoot the noob!
Oh, he's going to shoot the noob.
Hey, Fenway Park.
And then get a Remy dog.
I don't know what that is.
What
You
is that?
shouldn't.
Okay.
What's a Remy dog?
It's a hot dog.
Oh.
Oh, that's
named
it?
after, well, Jerry Remy,
Oh,
actually.
Ooh, Jeremy Renner?
No, Jerry Remy. It's
Who's
Jerry
Jerry?
Remy.
Who's that?
Don't say who's Jerry Remy. That's going to
Okay.
piss me off.
Oh.
Okay.
Say it again because I need to ask it.
Yeah, who's Jerry Remy?
Second baseman, Boston Red Sox, iconic, also a great announcer, an inventor of the Remy dog.
He made hot dogs?
What's special about the Remy dog?
Yeah.
It's named after Jerry Remy.
Wait, there's nothing.
What did he do with
It's
it?
infused with the essence of Jerry Remy. That's all you need to know.
Like his ashes?
Or his.
Okay, this is getting dark, and I don't like that.
I don't
want-
know. Is he
when we
dead?
talk
Is he
about-
alive?
He has passed on to his
Okay.
great reward, but
Okay.
somewhere he's in heaven eating and sharing a Remy dog with Christ.
Wait a minute. There's nothing. Like
Sharing.
he didn't add an agreement.
He
an
probably
ingredient?
did. This is getting into stuff that I'm sure is proprietary to the Remy family, and I don't want to get into that.
Okay.
Listen, we are shedding listeners because we're getting way too local, way too parochial. We can't do that. We've got to open it up.
You did the shoot the noob thing.
I
This
know.
Is you did this.
I know, and I thought we got away with it, and then
Oh.
we went down this wormhole of Jerry Remy, Remy Dog, Fenway Park. This is
Yeah.
all important stuff to me.
Yeah.
But we are shedding people right
You
now.
guys want to talk about
More
Whittier?
sports. More
Yay,
sports.
Whittier.
Yeah, yeah.
Whittier
Yeah.
College, Richard
Yeah.
Nixon, baby.
That's
yeah.
where he met Pat Nixon at the theater.
That's right.
Yeah.
Yeah. The Rocky Cola Cafe in
It's gone
in
now.
Uptown.
Whittier,
Oh, that's
Yeah.
Whittier, where the girls are prettier.
That's right.
Yeah.
Yeah.
And
Oh.
never shittier than in Whittier.
What exactly is never shit?
Show your tittier on Whittier.
Oh, come on.
Look, all of these were circulating in Whittier many, many years ago.
I'm
I
sure
can
they
tell you
are.
that.
Yeah.
Show your tittier.
I'd pity her. Were she from Whittier?
You could say, show that you are tittier in Whittier.
Okay.
How are you
Awful.
tittier? Like
got
you're
more
titty,
titties.
but you're tittier?
No, you
I'm
got
running
more
through this
titties.
through.
You have like
Guess
four?
what? I'm running this
You have
through.
like 4 titties?
I'm running this
Milk
through
them.
the latest advanced chat GPT, and it says this is the worst segment ever on a podcast.
Okay. Well, you said tittier and Whittier. I'm just trying to
I'm
figure out how
not
you can
saying
get
I
tittier.
contributed any good to this,
Okay.
but I did shoot the noob.
Oh, no.
Let's get into it. All right. My guest today is a hilarious actress, writer, and comedian who stars as Principal Ava Coleman, such a funny character in the hit ABC series Abbott Elementary. She is so good. I'm thrilled she's here today. Janelle James, welcome. First of all, I'm going to describe the vibe here right now. You can maybe see it if you're watching this on video.
I feel like I'm
You brought
smoking
a
you out now.
What is this that's happening right now? You lit some incense.
You never know who entered the room before you. You know what I mean? And I wanted a clean slate
Yep.
with my new friend Conan O'Brien. So I brought some incense.
This is nice. What is the scent we're getting
This
here?
is Palo Santo.
Okay.
Yeah.
What are we getting from this scent? I'm not a connoisseur of scents. Cleansing. Okay.
Good energy.
Mhm.
A little jump off talking point. Yeah.
It's be great if that was the scent.
Jump off talking
Jump
point.
off talking point for podcasts.
Icebreaker,
Yeah,
Icebreaker.
This is hints of icebreaker.
Yeah.
Some tones of funny bit we could do. It does feel like a small fire broke out in the podcast studio, which is
if anytime you want me to put it out, I am.
No.
I don't. I'm
like
liking
it.
this right
It's
now.
going right towards you, so you probably need some cleansing.
I was
That's
going to say,
it's
what does this
saying.
mean?
It's sensing a black hole of need.
Yeah, it's
Yeah.
weird. There is no like
There's no wind.
No,
here.
it's
It's
going-
just
like-
seriously
and
going straight
she
to
moved
It
you.
is
away,
going
too.
right
Yeah.
to my
That's why
fat
I
head.
moved it, and it's going right to you.
No matter where you move it, it's
Let's
going
see.
to come to me because it senses a vacuum here. It senses pain.
Are you anxious today?
Am I just anxious in general? Yes.
Facts. Same.
Yeah.
That's why I walk around with incense like a weirdo.
Well, let me paint the picture.
It's because it's
Wow.
still going right to
I
him.
saw it.
Conan, let
Isn't
us
this-
pray. No.
Every time you move it, the smoke makes a beeline.
It did a U-turn.
Must
Cartoon
heal
style.
creature. Must heal creature. That is weird.
She said it's for cleansing, right?
Yeah, it is.
What's it cleansing over here?
It's not working yet. It's got a lot to do. You need to bring in a giant bundle of these and light them all at the same time.
I'll do the whole studio for you.
So, Janelle, I'm at
Yeah.
this event
Mhm.
and I practically run smack into you. And
Facts.
what's that?
No, facts.
Yeah.
Yeah. You did
you
almost
do it?
run right into
Is
me.
it on purpose?
I see attractive women sometimes. I just try and do
Yeah.
the old, hey, what the heck? I'm sorry I bumped into you. I love you. Then you can't get me too, you know? It was just I bumped into you.
No,
It was an accident.
And here I am. That shit works.
Yeah.
That shit works.
No,
Wow.
I ran into you. I was so happy to see you because you're very funny and you're very funny in an original way.
Oh, I appreciate
And
that.
I was so happy to cross paths with you. And you were there, David.
I was.
And I said, I must have Janelle on the podcast.
Yeah, you called me over
I
immediately.
called you over immediately and said, can you just make this happen? And you said, well, I don't think I can. You
What?
started fumfering. It's so nice to have
He
you
was
here.
real standoffish. You were nice.
Yeah.
He
Yeah.
was like, I don't know.
Yeah.
I remember.
I try to
just
be as
making
rude as possible, yeah.
Yeah.
Well, you know what's nice is Matt Gourley is out today. That's not the nice part. But boy, what a nice break.
Poor Gourley when he edits
Aw,
this.
No, we all love Matt Gourley, but you are sitting in
Yeah.
his stead, David, and
That's super nice.
you're a
I
big
appreciate
fan. You're a
I
big
am a
fan
huge
of
fan of
Janelle's,
yours,
as
yeah.
is Sona,
Yep.
as am I. So we've got, you got a packed house right here. Eduardo over there.
Big fan.
I
Very happy.
appreciate. I feel the
Blay,
love.
not so much because you're not in Star Wars.
Oh, yet.
Yes.
Let's manifest.
As I said, your portrayal of Ava on Abbott Elementary it brings me a lot of happiness because I think it's a very tricky thing to pull off the self-involved, not villain. I'm not going to say villain, but a character.
For a sitcom, I'm a villain.
For a
Yeah.
sitcom, you're a villain.
Yeah.
And so you're walking this line, but you do it beautifully and in a way where I think this is great. This character is inept, vainglorious, has all these flaws, but you're very funny doing it, consistently funny, and you keep hitting different notes, and I'm just very happy.
Well, thank you so
Yeah,
much, Conan.
really happy for you.
wow.
Yeah, and yeah, I don't know.
No.
My opinion might not mean anything, but
what
seriously.
are you talking about? I don't know if you saw the WGA Awards last year, and I had a joke in there where I said, what's funny about late night? And I said, I don't know. Is Conan here? He's funny. And I got a little flack for that. I am a huge fan of yours.
Well, that's
I'm a
very
huge
nice.
fan of yours.
Thank
and
you.
your opinion, that really made my
Well,
day.
I'm also, I know that your story is a great story.
Is
it
it?
really is a great, it is. because you came to your success after a lot of hard work and struggle, and I
Yeah.
love those stories. I
Oh.
really do. I think I just won a contest, but I think
Aw.
But how'd you win?
Aw, you
What did you do before you won?
Yeah.
well, I was a male stripper.
Okay.
Oh.
I was in
All right.
Thunder Down Under, and Lorne Michaels saw me grinding it.
I knew he
What's
was
that?
into that.
Don't disparage the name of Thunder from Down Under,
Or
please.
Lorne Michaels.
Yeah. Oh, yeah, that too. But more importantly, Thunder from Down Under.
No, but let's just talk about the backstory a little bit, because you're born in St. Thomas
Mm-hmm.
in the Virgin Islands.
I am.
And
Was.
you were.
Mhm.
You're still being born. We're all still being
Hey,
born.
if you think about it.
Do you, at what age do you start to think I'm funny?
Oh, shoot.
Always?
No, not till adulthood.
Really?
Yeah. I don't think I was a yeah, everybody get that class clown question or whatever.
I was not a class clown.
Yeah, I know I was like always a jerk. You know, like a smart ass.
Right, but you
I
were
don't know
funny.
if I
You
thought
could
it
make
was
your friends
funny.
laugh.
I don't remember. I don't know if I'm just old. I don't remember
I think
like
it's all this incense.
facts. Could be.
Okay.
Yeah, I don't remember. I don't remember till adulthood people being like, "You're hilarious."
Mhm.
I don't. I
Yeah.
was like a nerdy bookworm
Mhm.
growing up, but I've always just been.
I'm sensing a kindred spirit here.
Yeah, I've just always been in adult business. I know that. Like listening to what's going on, curious about everything, and then having something to report. That was my thing, and just being like sarcastic with it. And I think I became funny, so just people would listen to me state all my facts that I knew. Like
That works. It's
yeah.
a survival instinct.
Yeah,
How old are you when you moved to
16.
and you moved to Maryland?
Yeah, and
Okay.
then I was there for a year, and then I moved to New York.
Mhm.
Because I loved Madonna, and and she had that movie.
She had that song "Come to New York."
Come to New York. What was that? Who's That Girl? Do you
Yeah.
remember? I remember
Yeah.
watching that when I was like 5 or something, like just being obsessed with her and being obsessed with New York, and was like, I'm gonna move there and just like be like Madonna, just like bopping down the street, having a New York life. And so moved to New York, did every hustle in the book that
Well, let's
people
hear some of
do.
the hustles, because
Man, I worked in a salon in the fashion industry. I worked in a law firm. I worked hosting in many restaurants. I waitressed in many restaurants. I worked in many hair salons as a receptionist and like shampoo girl and all those things. I worked at what's the Howard Stern strip club? You know what I'm
is
talking
it
about?
named after him?
No, what is that?
Scores?
Scores.
Yeah.
I worked at Scores as a humidor, which is a
What is
cigar
a
girl.
Oh, so that means you walk around with a tray of
Mhm.
cigars?
Too prudish to get naked, but I wish I did when I still had that body. But yeah, humidor.
Yeah.
I
I was a humidor guy when I was in Thunder Down Under.
Oh, God.
Yeah.
Okay.
They wouldn't let me take my shirt off. I did once, and 3 people went to the hospital.
You blinded
Blinded
them.
They were like, I see a lot of white and then blue veins.
Am I dead?
Yeah.
What else did I do? I started many like home hustles. I taught sewing lessons in my house. I threw like parties in my house for
Wow.
like entry because I had no furniture. So I was like, what can I do all this empty space in this apartment? I threw parties. I started a personal chef. This is when
So enterprising.
yeah,
I mean,
know.
because I grew up. My dad had a restaurant, so I know how to cook. I don't like to anymore, but so I knew how to cook, and I'm just like, what skills do I have that can I turn into money? That's what
Yeah,
New
yeah,
York was
yeah.
for me, and so I started this. This is when all the startups were going,
Yeah, yeah,
and like
yeah.
WeWork and all of that shit
Yeah.
open. So I started doing like personal chef for all these like 8-person offices. I would go in and cook lunch for them, and
I will
had
cook
that.
your food, then
was-
wash your hair,
whatever you need.
then offer you a cigar.
Whatever
Yeah,
you need,
you could
baby.
do anything. Yeah.
That was called the joy of not cooking. I just remembered that. Yeah. So yeah, many things. And in between there, got married, had a baby, and then I moved to follow the man to the Midwest, which
Oh,
is where
wow.
I started comedy.
Okay.
Yeah.
So the whole time that you're doing what you call hustles,
Mhm.
just jobs, you're doing all these different jobs.
Yeah.
You're trying
Sometimes
everything.
at the same time. All
Yeah.
at the same
And you
time.
are, you're earning your way.
Mhm.
Is it in the back of your head while that's all happening, I've got to get into a performing life?
No, not
not at all. Really?
Not at all.
Wow. Okay.
So my ex-husband, what he would say, so when I had that empty apartment, he would come over and we would, imbibe and we would get high. And I don't know how else to say that. And I'd be running my mouth as I do. And he would say, "You're hilarious." He's the first person I remember being like, "Oh, you should do something with
Good for
that." And
him,
I'm
yeah.
like, "What a clown! Like, what do I do?" Being hilarious. It never crossed my mind.
Yeah.
It really didn't. Performing or I never did like stage play. Nothing performance wise.
That's
Life is a
unbelievable.
performance. I will say, my dad had a restaurant on the beach. That's where I grew up. We started as a food truck and then it turned into a restaurant. And so our performance, me and my siblings, of which I'm the oldest of 9, we were the kids that come up to you on vacation and sell you shit. That's my first performing. Like, hey,
You got to have
aren't
game.
you thirsty?
You have to be able to talk. Yeah. Yeah.
Like, oh, quench your thirst with this bucket of Bacardi or whatever, So we were always performing like, oh, we're
Sure.
just poor island kids, that kind of thing. So I've always been like outgoing in that way, That's why I started hustling, if now that I think about it.
So you're in the Midwest
Yeah.
and you decide you'll go to an open mic night. What did you do?
Yep, somebody handed me a flyer in the grocery store and I came home, I put it on the table. And my ex-husband said, "What's that?" And I was like, some guy handed it to me. And he was like, "You should go." Like, because, I went there for him. He was going to school. And so I hadn't really been leaving the house or anything. So he was like, "You should go outside." And I went and I watched. It was my first time seeing a comedy open mic. I had no idea like how comedians start or practice or anything like that, or that happens. And I was laughing, so they wanted me to come back. They were like, "Come back next week. And by the way, you can do some time. You could do 4 minutes if you want next week." And I was like, "What does that mean?" They told me, "You write your material, you can do 4 minutes." And so that's what I did. I came back the next week. I did 4 minutes. I got my first laugh. I was like, "This is it." I loved it.
Yeah.
And I just started doing it every week. Started hanging out with those dudes, like 5 white boys. We started traveling around. Yeah, not in a van. What were we in? A Volvo station wagon. Going to like the different clubs around.
And did you work out a set?
I
Or did you
did.
have a lot of improvisation
feel
in
like-
your set?
No, improv. I was really like, at that time, my dad was dying. And I think a lot of comedians start from some traumatic, shit. And so I was just kind of working that out. So my first 10 minutes or whatever that I built up was about my dad dying.
Mhm.
And, but then also like a lot of starting comedians, I started getting like book gigs, like, yeah, I got 30 minutes, that kind of thing. And so I had to improvise in that way, but I don't think I was good, but I was doing it. So yeah. And then, my home club is the Jukebox Comedy Club in Peoria. I started hanging out there. That's the home of Richard Pryor, if you don't know.
Yeah.
And that's where I met like all the traveling comedians. And the first person to take me on the road was Todd Barry, who saw me there. And
Love
then,
Todd Barry.
yeah. And then, where I was a college town. So all the big comics would come through. And so Todd then told Rob Delaney, I was going to open for Rob Delaney. Todd told him, like, make sure you watch your opener. And I remember, like, doing my set, and Rob Delaney's, like, at the back of the room with his arms crossed. And then he was like, "Hey, do you want to tour with me?" So I went with him. And he was, like, huge on Twitter then. And so I got to, like, 2 years in, do these, like, sold out 3,000, seat back-to-back shows with him. And then Hannibal. I just started going with different people. And then so by the time I got back to New York, Todd had said, "Hey, if you're ever in New York, look me up." And I showed up and I was like, "Remember you said?" He was like, "No, I."
No, man.
Oh no.
Hey, man. No, man.
The cinch is stalking me, come to my birthday party. And that's where I met Eugene Merman. And then I started hanging out with them and
It's so
Kristen
funny how-
Schaal and all
yeah,
those people.
this
So,
is-
yeah.
It's so funny how, and I think it's a common story. I can certainly relate to it. You spend your early years in what feels like the wilderness,
Mhm.
and you're wandering around. You don't think anyone's like you, and then you get into a certain little, I don't know, tide pool or something. And you meet one person, and then that seems to be the reality for a little bit, and then you meet one other person, another person, and suddenly you're wired into this community.
Yeah.
And it's a beautiful
I
thing.
was like, whoa, comedians are, I don't know about cool, but yeah, like.
Yeah. Let me see. Todd Berry, Eugene Merman. As cool as can be.
But like laughing and hanging out, the extended adolescence. I luckily came in when everybody was on the wagon, so I missed all the alcoholism and drug shit.
There's still time.
Yeah, I'm sure.
Everyone you've mentioned is really funny. Hannibal, all these people you're mentioning are...
And
unique, funny people. And so you start... It's also a school.
Yeah.
Because you can watch other people and you can understand different rhythms. And I always think it's the same thing as music. I mean, you're just around.
I always say, after I met Todd, I did Todd Berry for like a year. Very stoic, didn't move around.
Yeah.
And he taught me a lot about the road, how to get paid, make sure you're getting paid. Those two things are the most important. And
I've worked with Todd, and he is very good at getting paid.
Getting paid.
Hey, man.
Yeah.
Todd, you haven't done it yet. Hey, man.
Yeah. Like, don't get fucked over by these clubs. And I learned stuff from everyone. And so, I feel like it was the best entry into this, business for me, somebody who was already an adult, and super focused, because around that time I started missing like a lot of shit with my kids, like as entertainers do. And so I was very focused because I was like, this has to be worth it, Yeah.
Crazy to me. You didn't try out, you weren't thinking about Abbott Elementary. You weren't thinking about the character of Ava. This was something that came to you and you didn't even jump at it right away.
No, I got that audition during the pandemic. I always thought, so I hadn't really thought about acting. My whole goal at that time was I want to be Chris Rock. I had just come off, my last tour was touring with Chris. And I was like, this is amazing, And so I was like, this is my goal. And so I would get auditions from my agents and I would just kind of fuck around with them, like, especially if I thought it was stupid or whatever. I wasn't ever like pressed to get into get on screen. I was like, if it happens, it will. And then I always thought, one of my friends would get a show and bring me over like Adam Sandler does or whatever. So when I got that script, I really liked it, which is rare, to read a pilot and like, oh shit, this is amazing. And so I remember I wrote Quinta on Twitter and I was just like, your pilot is so good. I know how hard that is to do. I've been trying to write one myself and failing. And she was like, thanks. I said, I think I'm going to audition for Ava. And she said, I didn't know you act. And I was like, I don't know if I do, but I'm going to, I don't know. I'll try.
I love how honest you are. You're not selling yourself or talking your way into it. You're saying, oh, I have no idea.
I was really just trying to compliment. I was really impressed. I was like, I'm laughing out loud. I could totally see this. And I remember telling my agent, like, even if I don't get this is going to go. It's going to go with or without me. And it was in the middle of the pandemic. So I thought we were going to die. I wasn't really trying to do much of anything, truly.
Yeah.
So I had the audition like in my hands for like 6 weeks. And the deadline passed. I kept asking for extensions and I didn't have the motivation. I was depressed. I was depressed. And then finally my agent was like, are you sure? Like, I really think, that I was like, fine. I had to like pull out I couldn't find my ring lights. I had my son like holding a floor lamp towards me, for lighting. And then I sent in the self-tape and then I got a call back. So that's how it happened. And then I did 4 subsequent like Zoom auditions after that.
It's funny because the highest compliment you can pay someone is, I cannot imagine that character being someone else.
Thank you.
Like that's, there's not an alternate universe where someone else plays that part. It's only in any alternate universe, you're still playing that part.
Thank you. I mean, that's how I feel. That's how I feel like it's meant to be because, again, I waited so long. Everyone had already auditioned. It kind of worked out for me in that they were still looking for the person. It was like, oh, this latecomer. And then I found out Quinta, once I did my initial, she just kept sending me up. They were like, well, can we get a name? Who else do you have? She was like, it's this person. It's this. So so it kind of worked out that I waited. And I do totally feel like it's meant to be, which is how I like everything in my life to work.
Well,
I don't want to
the fact that you
chase anything.
But that's the thing too, is that I feel like you probably, after all these experiences you've had, not just as a stand-up, but all these experiences you had, just trying to make your way in the world,
Mhm.
none of that's wasted. That all
No,
goes into
definitely.
your ability to look at this character and say, here's what I would do with this.
Yeah.
Because
And also, what's the word? Is it empathize? I don't know if it's
Yeah.
but yeah, she's a hustler at the end of the day. Like that's really what I took out of her ethos. Like she has same thing like me, multiple businesses going, even though she's a principal.
yeah, why does she own a party bus?
You know,
Do we
exactly.
know?
She has a thriving TikTok shop. You know, she has a rotating closet in hers.
Yeah.
You know, she's doing everything.
Also, when she unveils the sign that she
has
spent
a sound.
thousands of dollars for a public school that's very much in need of funding, you spent it on a sign that you're on. But, you know,
inspiring.
yeah,
is really
Yes,
what I was trying to.
That's the word I wrote down
what
right here.
she was trying to
Inspiring.
do. Thank you. Thank you.
Because I don't know anything
what is
about.
$1,000 when you need millions? Is how I.
But you know, I think empathize is the right word because you're saying these characters don't work if you also don't like them.
Mhm.
And the fact is, if you just looked at this, at the character of Ava on paper, I don't know that you would see anything that you would like, but your portrayal of her, I see a lot of qualities. She is fearless. She completely believes her own bullshit.
Mhm.
My favorite characters in comedy are deluded,
Delusional.
egotistical. To me, it's
That's the entertainment industry, baby.
yeah.
You gotta
it
be
is.
delusional.
Yeah. I mean, to me, it goes back to Peter Sellers' Clouseau or Don Knotts as Barney Fife. People that don't have the skills or they don't really have any of the backing that they need. They completely believe in themselves,
Mhm.
100%.
I think that's the difference between me and her. Like she has like almost unearned confidence.
Yes.
You know,
Yeah.
and I think just the coming up in stand up, it's and how I mean, them shows I did in the Midwest were horrible. You know, I'm doing like VFWs with like a full house of white men just staring at me with their arms crossed. Like, so nothing once I got to Hollywood and acting is scary anymore, you know?
Yeah.
And I also had the backing of like the greats. Like I've had Chris Rock tell me like, yo, you the real deal. Like,
Yeah.
so these are the things that are giving me the confidence to do, you know, this character, which is, you know, my first role. So
Yeah, it's kind of unbelievable, but it makes sense to me because early on, I always insisted. What I had was my mind,
Mhm.
and I thought, okay, I can develop these other things, but I want to be in control.
Mhm.
I don't want to go around and say, I'm a blank slate. Someone please cast me.
Yeah.
I knew that I had to form this Conan,
Personality
this Conan
or-
thing.
yeah.
I kind of knew what it was, and I just kept doubling down on it.
Mhm.
And I think your story is, you know, very inspirational to me because I see you finding yourself, and you
If
get
you
to
make me cry, I swear to God.
again. I'm going to give the credit to the tie stick you brought. Not only are you going to cry, I'm going to cry and vomit
Just
blood.
smoke eyes.
Yeah.
Again, do you need me to put it?
No,
Okay,
I love
all right,
it.
All right.
It is the
I can't tell when you're being.
no,
He's
but
usually not serious.
I know.
yeah, I've never said a serious thing in my life.
So that's what I'm seeing. That's what I mean. Him being,
Yeah.
I love it. Could mean anything.
No. But excuse me, just 1 minute. No, but you took control, and I think that has informed everything you've done. Is you deciding, no, I'm not going to chase anything. I'm
Mhm.
going to develop.
I mean, what I would think was my worst nightmare would be to be quote unquote trapped in a character. You
Mhm.
know, like you're
Yeah.
saying, you developed your own thing. So, and as many stand-ups are, is like I'm a thing unto myself. Like I am me. You know that thing.
Yeah.
So then to come to play this character who's become her own thing, really like fucked my head up for the first couple seasons, and now I'm like, I have to come back to I like this person. I think
Yeah.
she's interesting.
How did it
And
screw you up a little bit?
people saying that I'm that person,
I see.
that type of thing, which I've now intellectualized as, oh, that's how well I'm doing.
Yeah.
That people think that I
You
am
mean
her.
right? So people meeting you and thinking
Yeah.
you're a deluded,
Right. Or just-
egotistical narcissist.
Yeah, yeah.
I get that too.
Yeah.
You're like that Conan guy. No, that's my character.
But also having to realize that they admire it.
Yeah.
We're saying it as like a negative, and they're like, I love that you're this deluded narcissistic
Also,
person, you know.
I always think comedy writers, I know in my career, when I was on The Simpsons, I only wanted to write for Mr. Burns. I only wanted to write
The villain.
the villain. It was so much fun that they had to tell me, you can't pitch another Mr. Burns story. All your ideas are about Mr. Burns because he's, he can be infinitely evil. He can have vast amounts of money. He can have robots in the basement. It's this whole world. And it's the same thing with Ava, where she can,
Anything. She's almost a cartoon.
you can come up
Now that you
with
say it.
all kinds of stuff for her. The hello sign that she aims towards herself.
I love it. And I did that to make myself laugh.
Yeah.
And Quinta was like, leave it, so that
Right, because
worked
someone
out.
tried to change it. Someone tried to say like a set.
I did it like, ha, isn't that funny? Like it's facing me. And then I was like, all right, let me put it back.
Your
And she was
hello,
like,
my
no,
name
put
is-
it back.
yeah,
That's
yeah,
hilarious, So it's like, no greeting for the outsiders. It's for me.
It's you saying hello to yourself.
myself.
And explaining who you are.
Yeah. It's
I
such
love
a
that.
little touch. I love it. And I love that it's stuck and people,
But that becomes catnip for writers because it's, I think, one of the reasons your character just sort of took on a life of its own is there's no end to it. People can have a lot of fun saying, oh, wait, I just thought of something that Ava could be doing. I mean, people watching the
And
show can
I'm
think
that.
of
So that goes back to me being like, oh no, I'm stuck in this character. I'm really not, because she can do anything.
She can
I
do
think
anything.
more than any of the other characters who are very like they are their ethos and their character. Ava can switch up at any time, and it won't be a surprise.
Were you
you're,
happy?
you're waiting for the switch up.
Were you happy when your former boyfriend was revealed to be a...
Oh, Iguodala? Is that what you're talking about?
Yeah.
Was I happy? Yeah.
No, I mean, it's just so...
He's hot. Sure.
Yeah.
Quince actually ran that by me. What do you think about this guy? And I liked that he was married
Mhm.
because I was like, oh, less instance for sexual harassment. And I was like, oh, a family man who's also a tall, attractive ball player. Who wouldn't want that in their lore? That's her lore, that she only
Which you
dates
can keep adding
athletes.
to.
Yeah. I mean, she founded the Roots. I don't know if you've heard.
Sorry, I forgot about and no one believed that you knew Questlove, and then you showed
I don't
up.
know how many times I got to bring it to these motherfuckers. That's what I like about her. She's like, she says things and then it turns out to be
Turns
true.
out to be true.
Yeah.
That reminds me so much of... I grew up in Boston, and Red Sox, of course, are everything. And the star pitcher was this guy, Louis Tiant. And we had this... I got to be careful here so I don't get anyone in trouble. I had a teacher who will go unnamed, who was just a character and was always spinning stories about hanging out with Fidel Castro in Cuba and escaping Cuba and being shot at and swimming across the ocean to get to America. You just thought nothing he's saying is true. And he used to talk about how his good friend was Louis Tiant, who was the biggest star in Boston. And we thought, bullshit, whatever, man. And one day we're all having class. We're on the first floor. Ting, 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 ting. And a hand is rapping on the window, and it's wearing a giant pennant ring.
No.
And we look over, and it's Louis Tiant banging on
Oh my God.
this teacher's window. And he goes like, hey, guys, I got to go outside and talk to El Tiante, and goes outside. And suddenly I realized he is friends with Castro. He did.
Everything else is true. That's
Everything is true,
Everything
but
is
it's the
true.
same thing where
Yeah,
you can...
and now he's a teacher, and it's just like, I'm like, this character. Another reason I was mad about the character being characterized with this character is like, I'm like, this is the least interesting thing about me, is playing this part. So I had to get over that,
Yeah.
and realize that means I'm doing a good job. Yeah, that comedian
Do
ego
you
shit.
like the part now? You're very well known. It's a hit show. Your character really pops. Do you like being recognized, and how do you handle that? Because you're not someone who was 3 years old saying, I've got to be recognized. That wasn't you. So how do you do with it?
I had a very rough first couple seasons, just wrapping my head around all of this, you know?
Yeah.
And because you said it wasn't anything I ever like actively pursued. And then comedians are like, especially stand-ups, we're like contrary loners, you know what I mean?
Yeah,
And so
yeah.
and then to have people think that I'm this character, which I know comes with a performance. Like that's how we're different in that she wants to be famous. And so people approach me as like, this must be great for you that I'm recognizing you because that's what you want because you're that character. So that was hard for me.
Yeah.
And so now I've gotten better because I just stay in the house.
What a healthy
to do
approach. I saw a therapist.
Everything's
and the therapist said, don't leave the house.
Everything's better. No, it's been wild. I do have, a therapist. I have 2 now.
They just talk to each other now.
Yeah, like, oh, what's going on with this broad? And then I don't want to feel because then people take that as ungrateful because people think that that's what they want or you wanted fame. I'm like, I just wanted money and to have fun, and not to have to perform every time I leave the house, which it does feel like a performance. Like even when people, I'm glad that I'm a villain that people like to see. That's one thing, you know. So everybody's approaching me with like happiness and joy, but that's still like so much energy output for me when I'm just trying to go get some dog food or something.
Yeah. I hope you have a dog. That's all I'm going to say.
All the
That
actresses.
shit is good. Have you tried it?
All the actresses on the dog food diet now.
If that gets out and everyone's eating dog food, it works.
Ozempic who?
Yeah.
Are you on dog food?
Are you on dog food? All your nutrients?
Found Alpo in your garbage can. It's funny because
I mean, how do you deal with it? You've been doing that forever. I mean,
I know.
We ran into each other because I was running up on you, like, you know, so
all right.
How do you feel about it? I was like, that's Conan O'Brien.
I'm very happy that you came running up on me. That didn't happen a lot before I got famous. Women weren't running up on me. And so I say yes to fame. Well, I have 2 good witnesses here that will tell you, because they're with me all the time, Sona and David, and they see me out in the real world. And I learned a long time ago, there's 2 types.
Mm-hmm.
There's someone like a Steve Martin, who I think is just absolutely brilliant, comedian, legend, icon. I mean, he's up there in the Mount Rushmore of funny people. And he's very reserved and quiet and kind of shy out in public. And I think a lot of his career has been people not understanding. That crazy guy with the arrow through his head, I saw him, I'll go up to him and I'll give him that energy.
Do something wacky.
Yeah. And,
now!
Exactly. And it's like they're coming across a very shy art history professor and they're confused.
What a jerk.
Yeah. And then there are people like myself who are me all the time to the point where it's probably an illness.
Yeah,
I mean,
you thrive off of it.
I just like to try and I do the same stuff with the waiter or the person who's selling me the insole for my shoe. I'll do the same thing for them that I would do with you here. It's
That's
no
great.
difference.
I mean, it depends. For me, if I'm with someone that I think that I feel safe with, I love it. I love talking to people. I'm a comedian. I want to know what's your deal. What do you do? How do you? And I always say that's what this experience has taken from me is talking to strangers, really, because what I'm looking for now is people who don't recognize me, and then I'll have a conversation with them, and I'm like, I leave so like energized because I do like people, and then right before I step away, they'll be like, by the way, I love you and I'm like, oh no, did I tell that person where I live? You know, because that's how I talk to them. I'm like, I just moved to da-da-da. Where do you eat? I love this restaurant, and we'll have a great thing, and I'll be like, wow, made a new friend, and then they're like, I think I already know you. That's what I don't like.
Yeah.
And I've also noticed that I will also be more open. Now I'm going to tell people how to fucking approach me. But if they come up and they're like, I love the show. I'm like, thank you so much. I'll do the whole thing. But I'm wary of it. But if they say, I've been following you since stand-up, I know your Netflix special, then I feel like, oh, you know me.
They know you. Yeah.
And then I'm like, what's up, homie? You know what I mean?
Yeah,
So it just depends.
I came to your fake restaurant.
Exactly. So I'm working on it.
I smoked some of your cigars.
Hey, I saw your titties in the 90s. What? What's up, old friend? Me and Stern.
That's where I know you. That's where I know you.
The year is 2008. It's me and my friend Stern. And here you come, cigars and titties. I'm like, yeah, you know the real Janelle. What's up, friend?
How has your family reacted to all this?
Oh, my God. Well, my mom just came around because
Did she love it?
my mom is very shy. I am also, and I didn't realize this, I am also kind of surprisingly shy. Yeah. And so my mom is very shy. And so she, for the first couple seasons, wasn't even telling anyone. And then she said, I put a picture of you on my desk and people keep stopping by. Like, what is it? She's like, that's my daughter. And they're like, what? She's been, your daughter this whole time or whatever. So now she's kind of leaning in. And also I'm trying to get her used to the fact that I have money and that she can accept things from me. That's been a big deal, and that she can have nice things. That's something I had to work through. Like, oh, I have money. So it's been so many things all at once. My kids don't watch the show. They're cool.
I think that's good. I think it's good.
Yeah.
My kids.
My oldest son says it's weird to see me like that.
Yeah.
He's like, what is that voice you're doing? And who is that? But he's like, wow, you're like, I took him just recently to like a talk I did at a college, and just him seeing how people react to me, which people cry with me. And I'm always like, I'm not MJ. Like, it's cool. I'm just a lady. But people cry and like shaking. My son was like, what the fuck? Like, you're famous. And I was like, yeah, this shit is wild. And that was just a couple weeks ago. And that's like the first real conversation we've had about, because I try to tell them, but it's not till my mom too, I took her to New York. We went to Broadway. People were chasing us. My mom, she's so tiny with her little legs running, and she was so anxious. And she's just like, what the fuck? Like, they don't, it's been crazy for all of us. But yeah, again, I just stay in the house. Yeah.
She's a hologram right now.
I'm beaming in.
We assembled the studio in your house.
I'm like, oh, why do
Good
celebrities?
job, Eduardo. Yeah.
Why do celebrities live in the mountains? I know now.
Yeah. It's so nice to see someone's work from afar, just see their work and admire them and then meet them.
Conan O'Brien just said that.
No, but what I'm saying is admire them and then meet them, and they're just who you would want them to be, which is you are yourself.
I am.
You are yourself, and there's no changing that. And so many people would have been warped, bent, twisted, stretched by this experience.
I wish I could lean in, though. I wish I could be like, yes. I don't know.
Yeah.
That's what Ava would do.
Yeah.
I'd be out as her.
But you know
I'm
what?
leaving so much money on the table.
I know.
I can perform as her. Welcome to the Ava Extravaganza. I could probably have a fucking Vegas show, all kind of shit.
There's still time.
Yeah,
Don't say no to it.
Later on,
Don't say no to it.
Yeah.
There's always time for that.
Yeah.
And in fact, it's not time for that right now. It's time for you, to see this character through.
Yeah.
Now, some people are speculating because your character got fired.
Facts for a couple hours.
Yeah.
At most.
We
yes.
would all panicked when that happened.
Not
I didn't
at
think
all.
you would be.
I was like, oh, I'll go back on the road. I wonder what Chris is doing. Like, I was already
Oh my God.
I was like, I mean, that's the benefit of having multiple skills.
Yeah,
I mean, I've quit jobs for any reason before. I'm always on the hustle. I'm like, okay, well, if you think that's the best thing for the show, for me to be off of it, I agree with you, Quinta. You're a fucking genius.
Yeah.
Thank you so much for the opportunity. She's like, no, you'll be back the next episode. I was like, oh, I don't even get some days off.
Can't your character be in a coma? Yeah. Can't Ava be in a coma and you still get paid
like,
just
how
as
many
much?
days? Can I go to Mexico? Like, what's going on? No, I was back the next episode. But that was very thrilling for me because people still come up to me now. So that happened last season, months ago. And people still come up to me now, like, let me know when you're back on the show so I can start watching again. And I'm like, dude, I was on the next episode.
Yeah.
people were like, I don't watch it anymore. They fired you. Why would they do that? So that was like gratifying for me. Like, oh, wow, I'm a thing.
Yeah. Yes, you are a thing.
Thank you.
Absolute delight.
Thank you,
to get
Conan.
to meet you, get to know you.
I think I told you when I met you, I wanted to do time on your show, and then I was too precious about my little 5-minute set, and then all of a sudden you weren't
Well,
there
here we
anymore.
are. This is, I mean.
Who knows what I was going to say back then?
Yeah, exactly.
My dad is dead. Killing. Look at me crushing. See, still got it. Still got it.
I'm sorry, it's just such a funny line. My dad is dead. It just kills every time.
That was probably my set back then.
Yeah. No, it's just, one of the things that makes me really happy, this has been a real gift to me, is this podcast format, which was invented by people long before me. And I just came along and it fits me like a glove, because what I really want to do.
Love your travel series as well.
Oh, thank you so much.
You're the best at talking to people. Anyway, I love you. Thank you so much.
But what I love to do is, in the old days, it would have been you. Yeah, it would have been you doing your set and me coming over and thanking you and us standing together
walking
for a second.
from the desk and shaking my hand.
And then good night. We'll be right back. Janelle James, everybody. Credits. This, to me, is more meaningful. This, because we really get to talk about some stuff.
And I mean, how many listeners you got on this? So
we got a lot.
Okay, great.
I don't do numbers, but
I'll be the judge of meaningful.
Yeah.
My numbers guy refused to be here today.
It's okay. I was doing a bit like, how meaningful is it? We shall see.
Let's quantify it.
Will my followers? No.
A lot. We have a lot of people listening, and they're all the greatest people ever.
Yeah.
You are your fan base. I always say that.
Janelle, you are just a delight, and I do hope you come back sometime.
Anytime.
And I hope we are friends for real, because that would be seriously, that'd be a nice thing for me. You would up
just
my
me in
friend
Hollywood.
game.
I feel like everybody says that. And then I'm in your backyard, and
don't
you're
have
like,
that
how'd
many
you get
friends.
here?
No, you don't.
I really don't have a lot of friends, and I'd be
No.
so happy to. I'll come to your house and I'll hang out.
I just got a pool.
What's that?
I just got a pool.
What's the shape of the pool? Is it kidney shaped?
Nope, it is. Oh, is it?
Kidney shaped.
It's bulbous. It's more squash shaped.
Okay.
Is it kidney?
The mind wanders. I'm here for your bulbous pool, Janelle.
Welcome. Is what I will say.
Oh my God! The way you
I'm
just
gonna-
invited yourself.
I'm gonna
over.
ring your bell. Here for bulbous pool.
I'm gonna
Who
say,
is that? I don't know. I can't see, but I think it's Conan O'Brien.
I'm gonna say, here's your incense. Please cleanse yourself before you enter, and let's have a great time.
Thank you so much for being here.
I appreciate it. Thank you. I mean, this was so great
Oh, great.
and easy. Love
We
it.
all win.
Thank you guys.
You know what? I'm going to go home and my wife's going to say, who are you cheating on?
A Catholic nun.
You smell like persimmons.
Let's do a review the reviewers.
I like it. I like to keep my finger on the pulse of what the podcasting listeners believe, feel.
Yeah. This is where we go to Apple Podcasts and we take a 5-star review. Not hard to find.
Hey.
It's nice.
Okay.
So you're weeding out all the no-star reviews.
Yeah.
Say,
I don't think you can give no stars. You have to do one.
I'll find a way.
To your own podcast.
Yes.
Yeah.
I'm going to load up our our comment section with no-star reviews. All right.
And we read it and we review it, or if there's a question, we'll answer it.
Yep.
This is from Annalise 0912. The title is Best Podcast Ever.
Wow.
Yeah.
I listen to this all day at school. I have absolutely no idea what's going on in any of my classes, but I'm sure I'll figure it out. The bad thing about listening to this at school, though, is that I can't laugh out loud. And believe me, I really want to. Seriously, if you look over at me while I'm listening, you would see tears streaming down my face, me quivering and shaking with laughter, and my face is red as a tomato. I'll often at times have to go to the bathroom, and I'll sit there and just laugh. I'm sure everyone thinks I'm a big creep, but I could care less because Conan is so funny. Also, Sona and Matt, pure gold. I'm only 16 years old, so I love getting to know guests that I have never heard of. I think that y'all should make a Team Coco iPhone app. You could have full episodes of all Conan shows, not just the clips like YouTube, remotes, podcasts, and anything Team Coco related. My screen time would be off the charts if y'all do that. Anyways, love the podcast and love Conan.
First of all, I love Annalise0912. And thank you so much. What a great comment.
Mhm.
And I mean, Adam, you can get involved in this. Why aren't we an app? Why aren't we an app?
I think the main ask I heard out of that is that she wants the full episodes. And my guess is that this review was written before we started releasing full episodes.
So we're doing what she wants.
And not, you don't have to go to an app. You go to YouTube where everyone has access to.
This was a year ago.
Yeah. So
Ooh.
Wow.
so I think it's
That's how long.
So now she's 17 and despises us.
Oh no!
And that's how far back I had to go to find a 5-star review.
The part of my brain that determines what's of quality developed in the last year. No, it's really nice. I usually push aside compliments, but
Yeah.
we just have to take this. It's so nice.
Are you worried though that she's in high school and she's listening to this during class?
No, because I remember in high school learning nothing
Yeah, me too.
that was of use to me. And I'm just, come on. You
Yeah.
know, when was the last time you used any of your math skills, Sona?
I barely
You still walk around with an abacus, you know?
graduated high school.
Exactly. I know.
I used to write disco rules on all the tables I sat on.
Did you
Excuse me?
really?
I don't know why.
But disco didn't rule
I
when you
know.
were in high school.
I think it was just me being like silly and ironic, and I would just be like, "Disco rules," because I didn't think it ruled. But I also, maybe I did go through a bit of a disco phase. It's a fun genre.
I like disco.
But I think that what I'm excited about is she's young.
Yeah.
I know.
Young people, I really want them to like me.
Really?
Do you guys ever feel that way, or is it
I
just
know
me?
he does. For
Like,
I
sure.
want young
change.
people to assist me. Help me up if I've fallen. Guide me to the part of the iPhone that I can use. You know, I mean, I'm mostly looking to young people for. I will say this. This is honest. I love the enthusiasm of young people. I really
Yes.
do like that. And when young people are happy, I'm happy. It's a weird. I don't know if that's weird to say, but
Well,
I am.
I think that because I tried to think I was hip for a while, and then now I've completely lost touch with 16-year-olds where I don't know what they're interested in. And I think that when they like something that I'm involved in, it makes me feel good.
I like this. I like this very much. And I have to say, when I'm just cruising around, not cruising.
What?
No.
Where were you cruising?
There was a time in the late 70s, early 80s when I was cruising. It was after the
Disco
Al
ruled?
Pacino movie Cruising came out.
Oh, yeah.
And I didn't understand what it was about.
Don't even know what that movie
I just thought it
is.
meant having a nice walk.
Did
And
he
I'd put on-
cruise?
Yes, he certainly
yeah.
did.
Yeah, he certainly
he's
did.
an undercover cop that went in underground in
Yeah.
the gay scene to solve a murder.
Yeah.
Oh, cruising like that.
Yeah.
Yeah, I didn't know what it
Oh.
was, so I wore the same outfit that Al Pacino wore in Cruising, which
Oh,
was all
yeah.
leather and a leather cap. And I would
Ooh.
go and I would yell, "I'm cruising around," and I'd walk around. I didn't know what it meant, but boy, were certain people were very friendly to me.
Yeah.
But anyway, that's neither here nor there. What's important is just walking around. A lot of young people say they enjoy this silliness, so that's nice.
I wonder what our youngest listener is that finds it on their own, not that their parents listen.
That would
with
be
them.
in utero, I think.
You think
Sometimes,
so?
yeah, there are.
Wow.
There are obstetricians that say you should be. There's a way you can just put the podcast up to your belly, and a child, as it's forming, a fetus can be listening to this
can you
nonsense.
imagine that if a child is formed with only this as its influence?
Yeah, it comes out and it's just it wants to immediately buy all the products we mentioned in the ads.
Oh man,
Oh.
that's dark.
What qualities does it take from us? I think it's loud.
Yeah.
It's needy.
I don't think that's my one quality.
Well, we're talking dominant qualities.
I know. What is your dominant quality? Oh, you're
that I
funny.
must dominate
Oh, what are you
That's
going to
true.
dominate?
That's true. Yeah,
this conversation.
And then,
you can say it.
I don't
Go
wanna
ahead and
say
it.
nerdiness.
I knew you were going to.
but you knew that. Then why did you make me say you knew? Why didn't you
Well,
just say
I'm not
it?
going to take
Yeah.
your idea and do it for you.
When a
Okay.
baby's born wearing a straw boater, and wearing a T-shirt that says "Whittier rocks,"
I'm more worried
I mean-
about the mother's birth process with a straw boater on that baby's head.
it gets slightly knocked askew. But after that, it's fine. Is it a boy or a girl? I don't know, but it's wearing a straw boater. And it wants to get to the Rose Bowl swap meet immediately.
That has come up a lot. I've literally never once been to the Rose Bowl
You've
flea market.
never
I've never been.
Even
Yeah.
I've
But
been.
you sit in the you sit just outside the Rose Bowl and wish you could
They
go
won't
in.
let me in.
Yeah.
You're blacklisted because they're too scared.
I've been to the
Yeah.
Pasadena City College one,
Yeah.
though. It's pretty good.
That one's really
It's pretty
good, too.
good,
Yeah.
He was escorted out. He's not allowed back to the Rose Bowl anymore.
Why?
He shoplifted a lute.
You know what? That's not true because I'm going there this weekend to see Oasis, motherfuckers.
Me too.
You are?
Saturday?
Yes.
Me too.
Woo, what are you
friends.
doing?
Are you coming?
No.
Oh, okay.
I do like Oasis though.
Yeah.
I love those Gallagher fellas.
hmm
It's a different Gallagher than the one you're thinking of with the
It's Peter
sledge-o-matic.
Gallagher. It's Peter Gallagher.
Okay.
Peter Gallagher.
No, I honestly thought that Peter Gallagher was one of the Gallagher brothers because he's got the eyebrows.
Yeah, he does.
He's, and they won't tour with him because they really hate him. Yeah, they just thought his work on the OC was inferior. Shout out to Peter Gallagher. Love you, man.
All right, let's wrap this up.
Yeah, knock it off, you 8-balls. Come on. Hey, a shout out to Annalise0912. Very much appreciate your encouragement and just try and study some. Just some. Okay. All right. I look forward to you being my surgeon. Take care.